What's happening, Fishing friends? Welcome to another episode. Today we've got a fun unboxing of a bunch of stuff the subscribed Fishing friends sent in. I appreciate the heck out of you all that do stuff like this. You don't need to do that. Watching, liking the videos is well more than enough, but people doing this absolutely makes my day. So enough yapping, let's get into it. Okay, first up, we've got a letter from Matt Varchetto. Said, I watched your channel for years now. I wanted to send a custom order Sinko exclusive in a tackle shop here in Delaware. Indigo is the color. Yeah, like a bluish, purplish. Never seen that. Apparently it's custom to that local shop. That's awesome when you can find little, secret gems like that for places that nobody else has. Look at that color. That is awesome. I have never seen that little bluish, purplish. I mean, it's purple. It's indigo. Purple. Ho ho. Said, also wanted to send you a patch from one of the fire departments I work with. That is awesome, dude. I appreciate all of our law enforcement, fire department, military. Huge fan, huge supporter of all of them. So this, I'll definitely have to figure out on one of my backpacks. It'll go on there. Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate that a ton. All right, a package from another good supporter, Mr. William Traxel. He left a long note here. I'm not going to read all of it. Short story is he's been making paracord bracelet things. He wanted to say thanks. Instead of sending baits and stuff, he's been doing this in his downtime. Said, you don't need to show my subpar work. Well, I'm going to anyway because it's freaking Hawkeye colors. These are pretty cool. The first one is the keychain, just your regular keychain, which I love. Go Hawks, black and gold. That's pretty neat. I can see a number of uses for this, even like just a regular zipper pull. This one is the one I'm intrigued with because I think I could use this for a number of things on my kayak with a couple little carabiner clips. That is awesome, man. I love it. Some paracord stuff is fun. My daughter has done some of those and made stuff for me. So love this. Very cool gift. And yeah, you don't need to send lures or any of this stuff, but appreciate the heck out of you guys and gals taking time out of your day to send stuff. Okay, next up, a long letter, quite a few pages here from Mr. Manny Souza. Was nice enough to write a letter talking about how he's followed me, wanted to thank me for the things I've done for him in the community. Says he's 63 years young and started fishing a year ago after watching my channel. Fish salt when he was younger, kind of got out of it. Says he just picked up a Lew's LFS and is looking for a good rod to pair with it in the $50 to $75 range as a do-it-all. I would honestly say, off the top of my head, the Daiwa Arid X, probably one of the best budget rods out there. They have a medium heavy, and they tend to run a little heavy. They have a medium heavy, and they tend to run a little soft. So the medium heavy isn't like normal medium heavies that can be kind of stiff. I have like the medium, and it feels really soft. So I think the Daiwa Arid X in the medium heavy is a great do-it-all. You can even get away with using a lot of the treble hook baits on there because it's so soft. He also shared some other personal stuff in there I'm not going to read, but Manny, thank you, dude. You're not alone. He wanted to thank me for the mental health awareness. Listen, I've been there. There's always somebody to talk to. You should never, ever be too proud to talk to somebody and get help. And he sent a couple jigs, too, so I just wanted to say thanks. I've not seen you throw a Booyah Boo jig. I did used to throw these back in the day. It's honestly not something I've thrown recently, but yeah, swimming this thing is how I always used to do it. I suppose you could hop it around, too, but I always just kind of used them as a swim jig, more of a pointed nose there, and they have rattles built in. And he said he also got a cool custom feather tie jig, said he didn't remember where he got it from. He said, I'm sorry, I wish it was black and purple, but it's black and blue. That is sick. It's got like I don't know, is that marabou or what that hair is to it? Black and blue with like a little, with like a little football head on the top of it, finesse cut. Dude, that is absolutely awesome. It's even got the flashaboo up top. Whoever did that did some absolutely awesome work. That thing looks awesome. I bet Smallies would crush that thing. The next one from my guy, Mr. Brad Park. He said, just a quick note to thank you for all you do for the fishing community. Enjoy a box of purple themed plastics. Use, share, give away, whatever. Man, I need to get back into the lives. I have been away, either fishing, I was camping and stuff, enjoying time with family away. So got to get back into those hopefully this week. But he sent an absolute jam-packed box full of purple plastics here. Oh, the power bait smell. The flute worm. I don't know that I've ever seen these. 5.7 inch in the smoke purple. And looking at this, I think this would be an absolutely perfect Nico rig. I don't know that I've ever seen this lure. Huh. Oh, yeah, pointy tail. It's got a little bit bigger head. Your O-ring could go there. Perfect Nico rig. Oh, these are interesting. The Helgi. There's a company that actually named it the Helgi. That's what I always call the Helgramites. Throwing the old Helgi when I throw them. The Yum Helgramites are my favorite. I love those. Have worked great. These are 3 inches in the Junebug color. Look at those. On a little BFS setup, I think we could do some work on something like that. Very buggy, very nymphy, something just crawling around in there. Look at that thing. Those are cool. From Lunker City. Never seen those before. Good pick. Oh, we have some Yamasenko 5-inch in the purple, blue, green pumpkin. That's kind of sweet. It's like a watermelon blue on one side, and you flip it over, it's like a green pumpkin purple. That is perfect for around here. I love that color. Yes. We've got the old cream pre-rigged worm in purple. This is the video where I was fishing the lipless, and I found that fish that had the 2 hooks in it. That's what it was. It was this rig. Somebody pointed that out. I forgot who it was, and I'm like, oh, I totally didn't even think of that. Yeah, that's exactly what it was with the little spinny thing here. It's pre-tied. It's got the 2 pre-tied hooks to it. I remember throwing these a little bit of as a kid, but I was just through the Texas rig because it was easier and better. I didn't get snagged all the time. Oh, my man. 7-inch power bait tequila sunrise, the greatest worm ever invented, my dad would say, and he passed that down to me. This is what I liked about the old tequila sunrise power worms. They had that kind of maroonish through it. A lot of the ones now are like bright pink. To me, they're not tequila sunrise. This is tequila sunrise, that black with like the purple highlights and that kind of maroonish darker pink. This is tequila sunrise to me. These are going to get thrown. I need to do a subscriber only lure challenge very soon. We want to do me, Chris, and Steve, but it's hard to get all 3 of us lined up. So I might take some of these out this weekend, fish just this stuff. Perfection Lures from David Dudley from Walmart in the clearance bin here. Green pumpkin, purple, black flake. Those look awesome. Looks like he's already put some O-rings on for me, but it's got like the dual bulbous tails. So I think that thing wacky rigged could be absolute juice with that purpley bluish sparkle. Can you see that sparkle through there? Looks sweet. And the world are these bass assorted. Just says it's a refill, but it's these things. I've never seen this. It's got the little tail thing down here with like a skinny body, and then the top up here is thicker. I don't know. Very cool. That thing on a shaky head, I bet, has all kinds of action. We've got some robo worms. Y'all know I am a huge drop shot fan. I will admit throwing the drop shot on the kayak is 1,000 times easier. I know this is an extremely popular color. Aaron's Magic in the 6-inch. I did throw the drop shot last year from the boat or the kayak. It is a lot easier, but still not my favorite. 7-inch Speed Sinko and a cut tail worm. They call it the Speed Sinko, like a swimming worm. Extremely popular down like in Florida, but this is a gooseberry laminate. So we've got the top is like a June bug, like the dark with the green. Bottom's like a purple with red flake. Color's awesome. I've always just called these like a cut tail worm, but you have the tail down here that's cut, and you just swim it. Cast it out. You can pop it around, hop it, or just swim this. It's got a real subtle, kind of thump to it. Swimming a worm. Good way to finesse kind of the edge of grass lines and such, where you don't have to worry about getting hung up all the time because you got it Texas rigged. Some June bug lizards. The lizards are a great way to go out and catch fish, especially post-spawn when there's fish around, garden fry, that type of stuff. Some of you northern guys right now, that could be still really good for the largemouth. This I absolutely love. 4-inch lavender watermelon. This is a hula grub. Used to throw these all the time. Chompers had some. Arky had some. Watermelon with like a purple. I've never even seen this color. Dude, this on... Hold on. I rigged that up on one of the Z-Man EWG heads. Look at that. So now you've got the plastic and everything. This is why it always kind of blows me away that people don't throw these or have never ever seen these. Big for smallmouth, I think. Probably more of a thing up north. But this on an EWG Ned rig, look at that. So now you've got the skirt material. This is doing its thing, flowing around. And in the back, you've got it's like basically 2 curly tails back there. So when you hop that, that's fluttering. Oh, baby, that is smallmouth candy right there. Brad absolutely hooked me up. Again, this is from Dumas. Is that a place? I don't know. Is that a place down in the south? I don't know. But this purple color I've never seen, and they are super oily. This like light green pumpkin, almost like a color change. Green pumpkin-y purple. Never seen that before, but in that little brush hog, I guarantee those will get smoked around here. Ooh, some more power bait. The 4-inch June bug Pit Boss. Love the Pit Boss. And people say, oh, they're not as good as the old Havoc ones. I don't know. I've thrown these too. They seem to be just as good. Oh, they got that stank to them. I love the power bait stank. Those, without question, in dirty water around here, will catch fish day in and day out. One of the greatest Texas rig flipping baits ever created. Oh, what little goodie do we have here? Oh, these are like the salt craw big bite baits. I don't know. None of these have the names. I don't know what it is, but that is Tequila Sunrise. Look at that, the dark top. And see, that's where it gets maybe just a little pink. I like the darker, like purple, like this a little bit more, but it's got just a little bit about that there. Oh, look at that. And there's some people that swear by these. I kind of stopped using this kind of craw thing. They don't really have any action to them or anything, but people swear by this style. And I suppose if you're bouncing it down there, it looks pretty crawfish, right? I think from this box alone, I don't think I should ever have to buy plastics for the rest of the year, dude. Yama Tanuki in brown purple. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of brown, but these I think are light enough. Kind of a brownish tan. That looks good with like a lavender. I really do like the Yama Tanuki. These are heavy enough. I think they're like 5/8, 6/8, 3/4 of an ounce, something like that for weight. So they're really heavy plastic. You can rig them weightless. Bounce these around on the bottom. They got a really cool kind of shimmy in the tail to it. Neat little bait. Ooh, Bubble Bundy rattle paddle with stank sauce. I'm not making that up. That's the real deal there. That's cool. The interesting thing, there's a rattle in the belly of it. So rig that up. That might be kind of interesting on a chatterbait. I don't know. That tail might be a little bit bulky, but the body is segmented there, as you can see, to help it move. Maybe even like an underspin or something. Blue and purple, kind of bright. And then last up, we have some paddle tail purple gill. Purple top, chartreuse belly. I know the aggressively average angler guys can appreciate that. 3.5 inch little paddle tail. I like that. I bet the walleye crushed that too. Okay, we got a package from Tim Ricky. In this envelope, you'll find 2 different personalized items. First, I made some vibrating jig blades for you. I know you've made some of your own jigs. I think these would be cool to use on your own custom chatters, which is really neat. Second, I made you a leather leader straightener. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but you straighten your leader line with friction. Place your leader between it and pull. Hope you enjoy. Appreciate you, my friend. These are interesting. So the bladed jigs, I could definitely use. Oh my gosh. And talk about personalized. Can you see this here? The Dink Destroyer. Personalized with the daggum Debo logo on the back of it. Where in the heck did you find these? So this is a chatter blade, you know, so you can make your own bladed jigs. Debo'd out. Oh my gosh, those are cool. I'm gonna have to make some of those and do some giveaway stuff with them because those are freaking sweet. Oh, and then to make it even better, interesting. So I've never heard of a leader straightener. I don't know if that's more of a salt thing. For the leaders around here, I pretty much only run leaders on my spinning stuff. So I don't know how much I would use that, but I can tell you what, as a zipper deal on one of my backpacks, that is cool as is. I know it's not meant for that, but freaking personalized, dude. Tim, thank you very much. That is sweet. Mr. Michael Cashmore. Debo, longtime subscriber, wanted to send you a little something to say thank you. I enjoy watching your videos and lives. I rarely comment, but I'm always there leaving a thumbs up. That's all you got to do. Watch, leave a thumbs up, comment if you can. Appreciate it. So thank you for your positive attitude and generosity. Yes. Can we get some less negative people in the fishing community? People love to gripe about stuff. It draws views, so people like it. Tried to create a box with all the techniques you use or are learning to use. You probably can't use the big crankbait, but thought you'd enjoy the color. Thanks, man. Michael. Michael, thank you very much, brother. There are already some goodies here I can just see from the top. One, Scooper Frog, Magnum. What in the HE double hockey sticks is this? It's all in Japanese on the deal, so I don't know what it says about rigging it or anything. So it looks like a Texas rig. Oh, maybe a free rig, I guess, on it. I don't know if this floats or not. What in the world this is. Oh, so it's like a Lazteki plastic, super stretchy stuff here. The belly is like open, completely open cavity. So I wonder, yeah, if this floats, I'm going to run this as topwater. This thing's wild enough. It's got a hook slot there where the hook can sit. If it floats. If it doesn't float, I guess you're going to hop it around like a little frog or something back there jumping around. Yeah. Oh, we've got the OSP Dulive or Dulive Beaver. So this was the whole big to-do about Rapala, the Bronco bug, copying this thing. But I do see some small differences in it. I mean, obviously the overall deal is pretty much the same. It's got these large wedge-shaped deals, which has more of this like dolphin porpoisey action as it falls. Jacob Wheeler, I know, was crushing on him. He was throwing what, that black and blue around beds and stuff, right? It was him, or was it somebody else? I think it was him. Anyway, yeah, a neat looking bait. I honestly haven't put any time in with it. I think I threw it once, didn't catch anything. I was like, went to something different. But I really like this color, this kind of sandy, natural Almost reminds me of like a crawdad after it molts, that real light color to it. I need to throw these more, but that's the OG version right there. Look at, again, at Northland paddle tail, 3.5 inch blueback shad. Throwing around some of these, either, you know, hopping around like, you know, what they do, the minnow shaking. I'm not much of a minnow shaker, so for this size, it's got a small paddle tail on back of it. I think those will be perfect on a chatterbait. Oh, I used to throw these in the past. Twin turbo, essentially missile bait's version of a dual tail grub. Oh, purple rain. Get out of here, yes sir. Look at that. On the back of like a swim jig, or if you're just hopping a jig, got a good kicky swimmy action to it. Those are cool. I didn't know they still made these. Ooh, a couple big ones I know people have asked me about here. The Bass Mafia Zaldangerous swim bait. So Bass Mafia working with Chris Zaldane to make these. Got the black back shad and albino. Yeah, listen, I am not huge on throwing these larger soft plastics. So again, he said stuff that you want to throw. Oh, okay, so these are not rigged. And I think the overall consensus is these have been pretty well received. I've heard people say these are pretty darn good paddle tail swim bait. So it's got the open belly cut there. You would rig it with like an owner beast hook, I don't know, like a 7/0 or something like that, larger hook. Try to go after those trophy size bass. It's got a good tail flop and kick to it. Yeah, I will definitely have to rig these up and try them. I just, man, the confidence in these larger paddle tails, I just don't have it. Got to throw it. Got to do it. Okay, so this one, the Blitz Magnum DR. This must be the one he said you probably won't throw. But it's purple, like a lavender shad. Oh, purple haze. Again, purple top. That thing is gargantuan. Look at that. That is a huge diving, what's this go to? 1 7/8 ounce. It's almost a 2 ounce plug. 3.5 inch. Doesn't say how deep it dives to. But with a bill that's what? 3 inch? 3 inch bill to it? Heck, I could probably get down 87 feet with that. I see one that is an old staple in my tackle box, the Teckle Sprinker. Who still throws these? I haven't tossed one in a minute. I have a bunch of confidence in these. I've caught some really good big fish on that. It's just a cast and wind frog. The tail back there just kind of plops, so it's like a soft plastic buzzbait that you can pause. And the little tail back there is going. A lot of fish on those. That's the see-through, so a very clear water color right there. Got a couple little jigs, like some JDM. These are from Raid Japan. Igu type level Dama, whatever that means. I don't know. But so this little finesse jig, let me take one out. Oh, okay. Yeah, I like this. This little finesse jig got kind of this, I don't know, boxing glove style head to it, I guess you'd call it. Just a little tiny weed guard, a smaller, more finesse hook, you know, very finesse, you know, see-through type, very natural looking. I like that. Reminds me of like a little bit bigger version of the Kitech, the mono spin jig. Very, very finesse jig. I remember the first day I was throwing that, caught a handful of bass, and one was like a 4.6, 4.8, something like that. So just because they're small in cold water is when I was throwing it too. It was really cold out. You can absolutely crush them. Those are cool. Ooh, we've got a Topwater here, a Duo Pencil, so Duo Realis. I do love a walking bait. This is the Silent 110. Huh, I have never thrown one of these. I love the color though. Kind of that like ghost minnow look with a yellow purple back to it. I don't know if that helps with walking to it, but yeah. See-through, very natural color. Interesting, that'll be a fun one to try. Okay, and to end it off here, we've got a couple different cranks. So these are the OSP Blitz Max, deeper cranking. That's something I've wanted to try. Now is gonna be the time coming up during the summer. I'm not good at deep cranking. I think a lot of it is just getting better with my electronics, finding some sort of, you know, offshore hump or, you know, little hole, brush pile, and running plugs over it. It's just something I don't do because I was never very good with electronics. So got to get better with that. But these OSPs look really sweet. Yeah, I don't know. This is the like a blueback herring look to it. A little bit deeper diver, I'm guessing. I don't know, maybe 12, 15 feet, something like that. Also one of those in like a ghost craw color. I like that. What is it? Oh, ghost craw. The first one was blueback herring. It's almost like I know lure colors. This one I'm going to say lavender shad, but I don't think they do it. Purple haze. It's the same as that one up there. So the smaller purple haze, that purple top to it. The bottom is like a pearl. Can you see that? There we go. Bottom's like a pearl. Those are pretty cool. I like those. And then the last two, my goodness, y'all absolutely spoiled me. Deep Runner by OSP again, 7/16 ounce. So this one's just a little bit smaller. This is Real Bitterling. Is that like a bait fish? It's like an HD bait fish color to it. Maybe just a little shallower diving. So maybe only like 10 foot or something. And then last is ESA Dawn. So like a very clear yellow top, pinkish, peach kind of top to it. Those are cool. Well, listen, you all are the subscribed fishing friends today. Y'all blew me away with how much you sent. Thank you very much. Again, y'all do not need to do this, but I appreciate the heck out of everybody that does. And this stuff, I'm taking this stuff in this unboxing, I'm calling it and doing fishing only this stuff. So stay tuned. We're going to have that. Hopefully I can get out Saturday or Sunday. I don't know. But listen, planning on doing the live. Going to try to get a guest lined up. I have no clue what we're talking about, but I appreciate everybody that comes and joins there. I try to always do a giveaway on those. It may take, you know, a few weeks for me to get your giveaway to you. I get a little bit behind, but I appreciate the heck out of everybody watching, supporting. It does mean the world to me. Love y'all, and until next time.